Hi everyone, this is Kevin McNamara. Welcome to the Inspired Healing Podcast. It's a place where we talk about everything from plant-based diets to meditation to good healthy relationships and everything in between. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you have any questions, please hit me up and we'll get those answered on the next podcast. Thanks for listening. Let's go inside. Hey everybody, Kev here. Welcome to the Inspired Healing Podcast. And today I want to talk to you about something that's very close to me. Turmeric. Yes, turmeric. Turmeric is my favourite herb. It's helped me throughout probably the last a good 8 years, I guess, since I had my prostate issues. Turmeric was something that really helped me to heal because it is such a great anti-inflammatory. And what's really interesting about turmeric is that there is over 10,000 peer-reviewed articles that have been published that prove many of the benefits of turmeric, and certainly its main ingredient, which is called curcumin. That's the main ingredient of turmeric, and it is a super healing compound. There's no doubt about that. And so I guess what that means is that turmeric is the most frequently mentioned medicinal herb in the science world, which is fantastic. So science is now taking massive notice of turmeric as a healing food. And I want to talk about just a few of the benefits of turmeric. And the first one that comes to mind is that turmeric actually trumps medication in many cases. Now, when you go through the research, turmeric and curcumin, their benefits, and they're proven to be as good as, if not better, in many cases, than drug medication. In fact, here is a list of treatments and medications that turmeric is actually more effective on. Anti-inflammatory drugs. Well, it's the best anti-inflammatory out there, there's no doubt about that. But here's one you might be surprised at. Antidepressants. It is better than Prozac. Turmeric is better than Prozac as far as an antidepressant goes. Some chemotherapy drugs, again, turmeric is better. Anticoagulants. Aspirin. Turmeric is better than aspirin. Painkillers. Diabetes drugs. Metformin, which is a diabetes drug. Turmeric, as I'll tell you in a moment, has been proven 400 times more effective than metformin. Arthritis medications, inflammatory bowel disease drugs, cholesterol drugs, namely Lipitor. Turmeric comes out number one as the equal of or better than any of those drugs or treatments, which is pretty amazing. Now, turmeric, it is the best anti-inflammatory. There is no doubt about that. In fact, a medical journal called Oncogene published the results of a study that evaluated a number of anti-inflammatory compounds, and the findings were quite staggering. Now, have listened to this. It found that aspirin and ibuprofen, I think that's how you say it. It's something I've never used, but ibuprofen. So aspirin and ibuprofen are the least effective anti-inflammatories, while curcumin, which is the main ingredient in turmeric, was among the most effective compounds in the world. Go figure. So why do people still go out and buy aspirin and ibuprofen? Because people are basically sheep and they follow their doctor's advice. You know, I was brought up in that age where your doctor was the number one man in the whole town. Whatever he said was gospel. Well, those days are gone because most doctors don't get trained in nutrition, or if they do, it's very, very limited. Now, could you imagine if people started using turmeric instead of things like aspirin and ibuprofen? Then the big pharmaceuticals would start losing a lot of money. And, you know, big pharma's profit comes from people because they go out and spend money on drugs that their doctor tells them to go and take. That's how the cycle works. And for me, I think it's time to stop that cycle. Like I say, I'm not anti-doctor, but it's time people realise that food is medicine and medicine is food, not some pill that your doctor prescribes that is made by the big pharmaceuticals. So don't expect Big Pharma to start advertising the benefits of turmeric anytime soon. In fact, share this article with as many people as you can because the world needs to know this stuff. It really does. Now, the next thing it's great for, arthritis. Now, some turmeric and curcumin benefits are definitely worth knowing, and there was a study done some time ago, back in 2012, where 45 patients with rheumatoid arthritis were given curcumin. They were given the curcumin treatment alone. The second group were given a drug called diclofenac sodium. Yes, it's really a word. Diclofenac or Fenac sodium, given that alone. And the third group was given a combination of the two. Now, the trials were pretty stunning, I've got to say. Now, the curcumin group showed the highest percentage of improvement in overall disease activity score. And these scores were significantly better than the patients in the diclofenac sodium group. More importantly, curcumin treatment was found to be safe and did not relate with any adverse events. So their study provided the first evidence for the safety and superiority of curcumin treatments in the patients with rheumatoid arthritis. So it's great for your arthritis, guys. Why are people still taking pills? I don't know. Diabetes management. Let's talk about that. Now, turmeric is great for lowering blood sugar and reversing insulin resistance. Again, this is another study in 2009. A group called Biochemistry and Biophysical Research Communications published a study out of the Auburn University that experimented with how using turmeric and curcumin helped reverse diabetes. Again, the findings were pretty darn good. Turmeric's wonder compound curcumin is 400 times more potent, as I mentioned earlier, than Metformin, which is a diabetes drug. 400 times more potent in activating AMPK, which improves insulin sensitivity, which can have a huge effect on helping reverse type 2 diabetes. And it also shows it can help reverse many of the issues related to insulin resistance and hyperglycemia. The facts are pretty staggering when it comes to turmeric. There's no doubt about that. You can see why I'm raving about it, can't you? And why it's certainly helped me over these last 8 years. Now, all disease and illness is caused by inflammation. And turmeric is the best anti-inflammatory you can get. But you can certainly help yourself by not eating processed foods, junk foods, all that kind of stuff. That just causes inflammation in your body. Things like dairy, that causes inflammation. Meat, again, inflammation. So one of my missions is to get the word out there that food like turmeric, ginger, fruit and veggies, they're going to heal you far better than any pill that your doctor gives you. It is time that people knew these things. So get onto turmeric along with, fruit and veggies and really start healing yourself. That's my challenge to you with this particular podcast. Experiment on your own body. Go out and instead of just saying, that doesn't work, go and do some experimenting. Go and take some curcumin, take some turmeric. In fact, below there will be a link. I've got some turmeric supplements that I use personally, and they're the only ones that I use. If that interests you, great. Go and try them out. If it doesn't, that's totally fine as well. But go and check out the website, turmericheals.com. And I've got lots of articles on there about turmeric and how it helped me. So go and check that out. And so just to put in a disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a big pharma executive, thank God. So I don't profess to tell you that the results and benefits that I receive from turmeric will be the same for you. We're all different. And I also combine meditation, exercise, fasting, along with other morning routines to help me achieve my results. So as always, consult with your doctor. I have to say that when looking to use turmeric as a medication, because he or she will usually advise against it. If you can, try and find a good doctor who's into nutrition and more natural healing. They can help you more than the doctor that's just going to fill you up with pills. And again, I'm not doctor bashing here. I'm just stating facts. So thanks for listening, guys. Check out turmericheals.com. Also check out Meditation for the Soul, which is our Facebook group where we do live meditations every day. I've also got a free book, a link to a free book down below, which is all about how I healed cancer. You can get that for free. And again, a lot of it is about this kind of thing, just eating naturally, meditation, and just looking after your body and your mind. So thanks for listening, guys. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next episode. Bye-bye. Hey, I really hope you enjoyed this episode of the Inspired Healing Podcast. If you did, please share it with your friends and your family. Don't forget to subscribe and also check out our website at turmericheals.com. Thanks for listening. See you on the next episode.